Each and every one of you to our second face-to-face graduation. Amazing medical education users steered this event to celebrate the accomplishments of our interns. As they say, graduation is a time to imagine your future. This day is about you and what you've achieved through hard work. It is remarkable to think that internship is coming to a close. Different ventures and moments have taken together in your journey. It's this moment will all stay. Ito mo yung closing remarks. Okay, so nila opening spiel lang siya. So to begin with, I'd like to call on the medical director of the USC Hospital to give us her message, Dr. Charito P. Malong.
Good morning to all our guests, particularly to our parents, relatives, friends who are here today to celebrate with us this post-internship, post-graduate institutions, the UST Hospital. Let me assure you that through the help of DIMMER and all our medical staff, we have prepared your sons and your daughters to become better doctors as they pursue more challenges, more sleepless nights, more duties, more paperworks, and as they prepare for their board exam, hindi pa po dito nagtatapos ang lahat. It's hard to believe that you are now the product of the post-pandemic, if I may say post-pandemic. When you started your internship with us, I know probably that's the first time that you had your real auscultation, your real history taking, and your physical examination. But again, sa lahat po ng pagsubok at sa lahat po ng paghihirap, lagi naman pong may katapusan. Yun nga lang, pag natapos po ang isa, may bago pong dadating. And as you finish your internship with us, ang next challenge naman is your preparation for your board exam. Lalabas na naman dyan ang sangkatutak na libro, yung mga naipon yung notes, yung mga naipon yung mga recorded videos. Because during your time, I know, yan po yung kasagsagan ng puro online na lectures. Tama? Yan yung natuto nyo na gawing pasyente ang inyong mga unan, kung anumang mga stuffed toys na meron kayo, at pati mga kasambahay or kasama sa bahay ay naging actual na pasyente. We're just hoping that with the limited time you spend with us here in your one-year training program, we were able to fill in all the gaps, all the shortcomings that had occurred or that you had faced during this pandemic. And nakakalungkot nga po, no? Dahil kayo po ang magiging doktor namin sa susunod na mga taon. In 5 years, 10 years from now, kayo na po ang magiging mga cardiologists, pulmonologists, and even nephrologists. And sana nga po, matandaan ninyo na pag kami naman po ang nagkasakit, si Dr. Natividad, Dr. Giang, ako po, no? Matandaan ninyo na, uy, ito yung mga mentors namin noon. Ito yung nagturo sa amin kung paano nag-auscultate, kung paano nag-history taking, kung paano nag-physical examination. Our situation with the last 3 years may not be ideal, but we really tried hard to make things better, to make things more interesting for you guys. And nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng mga magulang na nandito, sa lahat ng mga kamag-anakan na patuloy pong sumusuporta. Marami pong magulang na sumuko. Paano po sumuko? Pinahinto ang mga anak. Huwag ka munang mag-internship. Hayaan mo munang matapos itong pandemya na to. Natakot na makipaglaban or natakot no, na i-face yung challenge ng internship dahil sa takot na magkasakit. But look at you now. After 1 year and few months from now, you will be taking your board exam. And the next thing that will happen is your pre-residency. We just hope po na with the exposure that you had in UST Hospital, that will encourage you to go back and be again part of the family. I know nandyan na po yung core values ng competence, commitment, and compassion. And kahit saan man po kayo pumunta, kahit saan man po kayo hospital, mag-residency, even to acquire no, fellowship training abroad, the Tomasian identity will always be there. Committed, compassionate, and competent. So, ini-invite ko po lahat ng inyong mga anak na muli po sana pagkatapos yung pumasa ng boards ay kayo po muli ay pumasok at mag-apply for our residency training program. And makakasigurado po kayo na ang training at kung ano man po ang kanilang matututunan sa UST Hospital ay katumbas or kung hihigit pa sa lahat ng mga training institution na mayroon tayo. Muli, maraming pong salamat sa pag-entrust ninyo sa amin ng inyong mga anak. And to all our interns, congratulations, good luck, and God bless you all. 100% passes the project. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Santiago. Ayan, ha, narinig nyo, 100%. And indeed, no, that's really a challenge to to have this training program, especially when the pandemic started. There are so many requirements that you need to submit mo sa IATF, sa CHED, almost weekly or every week, no? Pumupunta ko dun sa CHED and we coordinating with the IATF and the mayor's office then, doon di ko nakita si Isko. So to allow us to have a face-to-face, a limited face-to-face internship program. Okay. So again, just what Dr. Chati mentioned, no, we have prepared you especially for the board exams. So we have the I think the weekly interns hour. Okay. So and of course the formal board debut. So anyway, just enjoy muna natin ito. Next week na isipin yung board exams. Okay, so I'd like to introduce to you a very important person to give us an inspirational message. He finished his medical school at the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Medicine and Surgery back in 2008 and went into orthopedic training from the same institution in 2010 where he graduated as a chief resident. He then continued to have his subspecialty training at the Alps Surgery Institute in Annecy, France, and Clinique Value, Geneva in 2015 for shoulder arthroscopy, reconstruction, and replacement. 9 years ago, he received the first White Coat Award after his institution in 2014. Currently a fellow of the Philippine Orthopedic Association and vice president of the Philippine Shoulder Society. He now practices in our institution and also as an active consultant and likewise a member of the residency training committee and practices in the Los Santos Hospital as a partner in the Orthopedic Rehab and Sports Center, Cardinal Santos Medical Center as a member of Manny Pangilinan MVP Sports Clinic, and is a new consultant that includes Global City as part of the group MOSI or Manila Orthopedic Specialists Incorporated. And most importantly, he has been a film action for the past 18 years. Well, friends, let us all welcome Dr. Jeremy James C. Munki, postgraduate intern batch 2009 and White Coat awardee 2014.
Pleasant morning to everyone. To the parents, your kids made it. Congratulations. And to our graduating interns, congratulations as well. Thank you, Dr. Pichi, Dr. Chato, Dr. Ju, for inviting me this morning to give this inspirational talk for our graduating interns for 2022-2023. It's with great honor that I stand here again. And I think I gave the same sort of speech to the graduating residents or the White Coat Award in 2017. And for whatever it's worth, I've always cherished moments when there's transition to the next chapter training of my younger colleagues, you guys. And so please lend me a few minutes as I hope not to embarrass myself, right? So before I begin, I would like each and every one of you to take a look at the people around you, your group mates, because no matter how much you hate each other or love each other, at the end of internship, these people will be your longtime friends. Surprise. You will have lunches and dinners in the future to get together again. Catch up on the toxic old times and laugh. So you're laughing. They are also the ones, as Dr. Chato said, they are also the ones who will manage your cholesterol when you're 40 or do your LASIK when your eyes are starting to fail you. So be kind to each other. Right? Look at each other and tell them, this is where we should be. Or better yet, I'll do it for you. No? This is where you are supposed to be at this point in your life. Not another hospital, not another country, and not another profession, or yet not another loved one. Okay? You didn't miss all those occasions, those birthdays, and those family trips for nothing. Everything is in its time and right place. You are not too old or not too young to move on and take the last 5 years of medical school and internship to the next level. Don't feel left behind by your college blockmates paying for their own houses or having their dream itineraries or travel routes or showing their pretty bubble dogs or Instagramming their kids or showing their well documented engagement rings and proposals. Because there is time, my friends, and it's more than you even think. But instead of dazzling you with accolades or the prospect of a brighter future, let me share with you words that I wish I heard when I was sitting down there 14 years ago. 14 years. One, don't let your career decisions from here on be influenced by a prospect of bigger salary. Believe me. Choose a specialty because you see yourself doing it until you're old and gray. It might not be clear to you now, but follow whichever you have the smallest or even the slightest inclination for. That's enough, right? That will help you choose. Train where your mentors inspire you. Believe me, being a consultant, for example, in USC is one of the best decisions in my life. I also trained here. And whenever I receive or refer to my physio and biochemistry teachers, I am filled with a spine chilling excitement. I say this because, for example, I refer to, I don't know if you've met her. Her name is Dr. Corino or Dr. Patrick Gerald Moral. I still get chills whenever they write me those small letters answering my referrals for clearance. Okay? I say this because money will come. And for most, if not all of you, this is not the time to worry about it. Number two, residency in 2023 isn't the only end all and be all. Just the other day, I was showing my group practice colleagues how entrepreneurial it is for a batch or a bunch of fresh graduates from another hospital to group up, organize, and form a well-oiled teleconsulting platform that encouraged new board passers to practice medicine. Their roster didn't even have specialists or sub specialized doctors. But during this pandemic, when teleconsult was king, they were making a killing. Take this with a grain of salt though, because for those who have the fire to just keep on going, never let go of that grit. Fly and don't be afraid to fail or not get accepted. Beyond these walls are a lot of training opportunities, and you'll be surprised at what you find beyond Hispania. If you do train, I advise you though to go all the way. Subspecialize and take it to the farthest corners of the globe. Experience living alone, fending for yourself while grinding in fellowship in a foreign land. Get married and have kids during residency or even fellowship. Yes, it will be harder, but life goes on, and you can and always will find a way. More than my first successful operation as a consultant, the joy of seeing your firstborn child is unimaginable. Had I known this, or this feeling and elation and fulfillment, I would have married earlier and I would have kids earlier. So come their high school parent teacher conferences, I will not be the oldest dad. I will not be the king during their college graduation. And who knows, maybe I will still have the strength left in my knees to play with my grandchildren. Alas, if I put my career first or I did not put my career first, I will not be a father for the second time, only at 41. Number three, which, thank you. Three, which now brings me to my introductory point. You are where you must be at this point in your life. UST has prepared you well enough. And I can't overemphasize this. But no matter how unready or ill prepared you think you are, you being a Thomasian doctor or physician will carry you through wherever and whichever institution you end up in. And this will show in the halls of that place. I have 5 hospitals, and believe me, I know and smell if someone is from UST in a good way. Okay. You are compassionate, sometimes even to a fault, smart, and always respected. You are the doctors who always say doc instead of sir. The Thomasians spend an extra 5 to 10 seconds during rounds, exchanging caring conversations with patients during rounds. The Thomasians go out of their way to make sure that care isn't just bottled or infused, but also a warm, caring touch that goes beyond the chief complaint. A Thomasian doctor knows that healing doesn't end after giving the prescription and scribbling the follow-up date. Now, I finally wrote this without actually knowing how to end my speech, as I know I could go on and on about the tiny bits of wisdom that I can impart to you, that I felt you needed all to hear. But let me just end by reminding you that USC is your home. And like a child leaving this house for the first time to explore the great beyond, you know where to turn, where you will always be welcome. So good luck, and we all hope to see you and work with you again. Thank you.
Really inspiring. I was 41, and as of yesterday, I'm 57. Definitely ko lang. Okay, so I'd like to call our medical director, Dr. Chito Malong, Consolacion, and our Beamer chair, Dr. Peach Natividad, to help us out in giving the certificate to our speakers. The certificate reads University of Santo Tomas Hospital, Department of Medical Education and Research awards this certificate of appreciation to Jeremy James Singh, MD, as the commencement speaker during the postgraduate interns batch 2022-2023 graduation ceremonies given this 25th day of July 2023 at the Medicine Auditorium, St. Martin de Porres Building, University of Santo Tomas. Signed, yours truly, and Medical Director Dr. Charito Malo Consolacion, and the Beamer Chair Dr. Maria Piedad Artiga. Okay. To administer the confirmation of the graduates, again, I call on our medical director, Dr. Charito Consolacion.
All our graduates, please rise. Upon the authority bestowed upon me, I confer you as the batch 2022-2023 graduates of the internship training program of the UST Hospital with all the benefits, rights, and privileges accorded. Congratulations.
Okay, so may I call on the interns for group to please come up on stage. We'll start with group one. Yeah. And also again, for top up, and Dr. Ichi and Dr. Marie Cruz, the internship coordinator from the Department of Family Medicine and Preventive Medicine and Community. Okay, so Christine Rivera Abraham, Maria Catherine Almoranes Agustin, Paul Gilbert Sabalberino Apilado, Angel Alvarez Aquino, Chelsea Isabel Azarcon Aquino, Maria Pamela Vega Aquino, Nicolas Rafael Puzon Arcangel, Selena Cristabel Castro Arriesgado, and Joy Marie Dichi Ayuste. Chanel Bianca Udar Vidamo Balimbin, Eliza Balagot Baroga, Andrea Bettina de Guzman Bautista, Janame Alejandra Bautista, Albert Agustin Cordel Belizar, Patricia Joyce Odelia Belza, Jerica Prem Manongdo Benjamin, James Daryl Pages Pequin, Daniel Therese Maliari Bermudez, and Ralph Terrell Villama Black. 3. Camille Beatrice Cheng Broas, Christine Lane Nicolas Cabatay, Joshua Angel Tan Cabra, Ian Linley Caballero Cabral, John Paul Mapanaw Calma, Chester Hans Carbonilla, Dennis Mark Aquino Casas, Rafael Paolo Oslia Casipit, Patricia Marlene Cornejo, John Zera Angelica Saligit Crisostomo, and Hermie DL D. Joaquin Angelo Marcelo Cruz, Sigrid Andre Ocholenas or Ocholena Cruz, John or Jean Therese Tanku, Mary Beatriz Salvacion David, Marion Rafael C. De Jesus, Elena Denise Jimenez de Leon, John Stephen de Mesa, Daniel Franco Alvelo de la Cruz, Devona Betsy Santos Diwa, and Daphne Divine Calderon. Group 5, Tyrone J. Tanako Feliciano, Sean Louis Velasco Fernando, Lara Flynn Cerezo Figueroa, Danica Lizelle Malaluan Fondevilla, Samantha Marie Sotelo Trial, Jillian Abusao Fronda, Jeneline Romero Capasin, Ray Pauline Cristobal Hermogenes, Joanne Alexandria Ignacio, and James Timothy Malyari Pico. Six, Arvin Olympia Labao, Charisse Ann Lacerna Labor, Maria Angelica Luz Cara Lacerna, Angela Marie Pamplona Ladeza, Maria Carmina Carpio Ladusola, Mary Rosel Jancina Cabajo Lacson, Cassandra Grace Desman Lim, Barry Rene Romero Lopez, Denise Catherine Ong Siong Lusaya, and Emma Zarina Makuha Magnano. Seven, Lara Ernest Abonilio Magsilo, Marian Isabel Rodriguez Manahan, Marlo Eduardo Podomo Manalo, Frances Lauren Tan Manuel, Jacqueline Pelinio Marasigan, Erwin James Bacani Mendoza, Rami Jan Linares Mina, Lauren Jean Valenzuela Montalvo, Carl Dominic Orbon Montaliana, and Luis Tisha Chodoro Congratulations. Then Group A, Alan Flora Natividad, Kay Ann Juliar Nuesca, Jonathan Peralta of Juan, Shiva Ilaya Ong, Katja Chong Palisok, Ros Carmeli Tagle Pangilinan, Kyle Arian Aguilar Fante, Beatriz de Guzman Papa, Beatriz Nicole de la Cruz Pascasio, and Jerwin Masroor Viles Patna. Group 9, Christian Ivan Andaya, Abraham Hamal Bitoy, Maria Michelle Martinez Pelobelo, John Lorail Gaspan Plaza, Jesus Vio Tomas Felizardo Poblete, Jemima Rivera Pocot, Anthony Clyde de la Cruz Spring, Bianca Mendoza Pugay, Beatriz Sones Magboo Coneza, Isaiah K. Valpilo Healings, Thank you very much, and good afternoon. Group 10, Andrew Bazon, Joseph Dion Caraan Quintana, Maria Roseli Biluan Ramos, Thomas Nicolo Pilamor Reyes, Cels Lester Atienza Reyes, Samantha Alda Montana Rojas, Justin J. Ruanizo, Jason Christopher Espiritu Salcedo, Mary Jane Ong San Juan, and Joanna Camille Salonga Sanchez. Group 11, Agnes Joyce Landin, Sheila Marie Santos Santos, Miguel Gutierrez Silvestre, Sharina Lian T. So, Selena Filamor Santa Maria, Ron L. Datu Kanya, Anico Carlo Candemilla, Claire Belen Trinidad, and Renz Argel Ortega Trinidad. Okay. Group 12, Norman Kajilan, Aaron Joseph Elizaga Uy, Kristen Kylie, Antuko Uy, Arya Joanne Valmedina Velasco, Gisela Angela Alandoni Velasco, Angela Gail Sanidad Velayo, Armand Joseph Fernandez Villapuerte, Kim Ferlin Ondo Villanueva, Angela Kathleen San Pedro Johnson, and Grace Ann Kino Zacarias. Okay, another round of applause to our fourth side of the event, class 2022. Thank you very much for your seat. It was my week and our medical level. Thank you very much. Um, may I request all interns to please stand. I will be administering the Tomasian physician's oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In order to contribute to a spirit of Tomasian moral and intellectual development, endeavoring to create a Christian community where respect for others is a prime value. I state your name, pledge to my patients, colleagues, and mentors the following: that in all instances I shall be sensitive and compassionate. I shall preserve the confidentiality of my patients. I shall render the highest standard of healthcare. I shall conduct myself with unquestionable integrity in all my professional relations. Realizing the power of teamwork, I shall respect all my subordinates, my brothers and sisters in the health related professions. I shall realize our collective commitment to serve God in healing the poor. I shall honor the rich Tamasian tradition in the art and science of medicine. Let me never forget that my learning is a lifelong process. May I be worthy of this trust, and may I always remember to put others before myself. So help me God. Again, congratulations. So it's just from our medical director, the three C's. Okay. So don't forget all the C's as a Tomasian physician. Can you make that your seats, please? At this point, I'd like to call the president of the postgraduate internship, batch 2022-23, to be fine. Patricia Joyce O'Brien.
um, the Reverend Father Julius P. Factora, OPUCD, Chief Executive Officer of the USD Hospital, to Dr. Charita P. Manong Consulcion, MD, MHA, Medical Director of the USD Hospital, to Dr. Julius Cesar J. Dalupang, Assistant Medical Director of the USD Hospital, to Dr. Maria Piedad Rosales Natividad, our Chair of the Department of Medical Education and Research, to Dr. Jude P. Liang, Head of the Internship Training Program of the USC Hospital, to our special guest speaker, our dear faculty, staff, parents, and my fellow interns, a pleasant morning to all of you. So to the batch that experienced the many firsts, the first to have full-on face-to-face internship this year, the first to be part of the in-house medical and surgical mission, and the first to eventually not require the use of face shields. After the many firsts, we finally reached the end or the last event of our internship year, our graduation. So on behalf of our batch, we'd like to thank USD for being our home during internship. To some, it may be a new home for them, but to others, it's been a home for almost half of their medicine careers. Thank you for providing comfort and familiarity. To the administrators for allowing us to be part of the USD hospital community, to our consultants for their unwavering passion in continuing to teach us beyond the four walls of our medical school, to our residents for their patience and understanding in guiding us, especially during our toxic moments in the wards or even in the PR. To our families for their steadfast support system and selflessly giving us what we needed, to the council for always trying to come up ways in giving our batch the most memorable one yet, and lastly to my co-interns, the very people we were with in this journey, and how we were never alone, especially those who helped one another in getting the chest x-ray initial they needed, or the patient's history that the resident needed. So for this one, being an intern in this era is a challenge because we're way more equipped than we were in medical clerkship. But at the same time, we reach a state of confusion because we have a hard time relating to the patient, how how we can better help their health. For example, how antihypertensive medication is way more important than drinking their herbal teas. But this is reality. What comes easily to us doctors doesn't mean it can reach that easy in a patient's mind. And I think everyone in this auditorium would agree. That's why one of the core values being taught to us since medical school is how to become effective communicators. Medical training has slowly been changing us, the way we talk, think, and feel. I think that's the real art of medicine, wherein we have to switch using one language to another, from being a doctor to a lay person. Because no matter how confident we are in stating the pathophysiology of the disease, but it fails to reach that one hypertensive patient to religiously drink their medication, then how can we become effective physicians? And that's what internship taught us to find a balance when relaying as a doctor and as a layperson, because having this balance is a luxury. So, right now, our challenge would be to find meaning at this point in time. So, to paraphrase David Foster Wallace, meaning does not flow directly from experience. Meaning is not something you can take for granted. Finding meaning in our lives and in our work requires effort. More than anything, it requires attention. So right now, attention is a choice that we have to make every day. So right now, while we're studying for the boards, we have to answer how should we focus our attention? Should we focus it on all the medical abstracts that we have to write? On the fact that this is the third case of hypertensive emergency this week? Or should we also focus on the fact that the patient, the one with the disease, is a single parent and the reason they can't buy that needed medication is because they allot the savings for their other needs? So that's how attention colors everything because now we know how to approach the patient. That's how we should never separate being human in a physician. So even though after this graduation, there's still the last few days of our internship, for some of us, it may be the last few moments we'll have or will be with each other. I believe that without a doubt, that we'll see each other soon in our matching long-sleeved white coats in the years to come. So I'll be ending this speech with a quote that stuck with me from the hit series Arcane. To my fellow interns, please do remember that in our pursuit of greatness, let's never forget to do good. Thank you and have a wonderful morning.
Efficient, so I agree, this is really a challenge, especially that we all started with online activity and we're very lucky that we had your internship face to face and of course to be able to apply what you learned during the online. Nagkataon lang naman talaga online tayo. So, in preparation for your residency, okay, more challenges, as the Dr. Chato mentioned earlier, more paperwork. Hindi mawawala talaga yung paperwork. So speaking of paperwork, so gentle reminder in charts. The segue, no? Or else, Ma'am Lee will not give you your certificate of internship. You ready na yung certificate? Yun na lang 3 hands sa record section. Okay, so I think our batch 2022-2023 prepared a video presentation to highlight their 1 year experience in internship here in USD Hospital. Why only one balloon is that? And listen,
What if you were asked to share a 2 minute trailer of your postgraduate internship experience? How would it look like? Let's go. Scary news is you're on your own.
Son, what's your most memorable party in internship?
Siguro the friends that we see and we feel that very especially when we're out of experience that I can really last year. What's your most memorable one? I think of that like part of the delivering this. What's your most memorable one? The one part I think it was where we I know, it's like some I think that so what's your most memorable convention? It's not. So what's your most memorable convention? Everything's scheduled. So, what's your most memorable convention?
Comfort, nagbibigay natin sa time tapos siguro, in-hold yung init sa internship, pero at the end of the day, yung fulfillment na nakuha namin ng intern.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? We got no work to do now.
Congratulations to the PGA for the program.
Yun po talaga ang Titanic kung ganun na Sige lang. Um, Buti hindi kami napasal ni Aurora Peachy with the Dancing Queen. Yun ang favorite namin. Okay. So I think that highlights the 1 year experience of our beloved interns in UST. So it's just a matter of balancing all activities. Um, I think we need to weigh the interns pre and post. See based on the videos parang highlight ng food. And group 3 may budget. Super draw. Super draw. So again, congratulations and thank you again to your parents for entrusting your kids to USC Hospital. We cannot achieve this goal without the support that keeps motivating us to reach the end line. And at this point, I'd like to take a moment to thank the following. The USC administration, led by our CEO, Father Julius Policy Doctora, OPJCD, was extending also his warm hugs and congratulations. He has an important meeting to attend to. Our medical director, Dr. Charito Malo Consolacion, our assistant medical director, Dr. David Cesar Galupa, the director of administration, Ms. Annalyn Encainado Porto, the director for finance, Father Roman L. Santos OP, of course, our beloved and our dear Maria Piedad Rosales Actividad, the chair of the Department of Medical Education and Research, the internship training coordinators of each department, from anesthesiology, Dr. Cristina Milo, from family medicine, Dr. Julian Therese J. Ligdao, from internal medicine, we have Dr. Sherlyn Ann Balili, Department of Neurology and Psychiatry, Dr. Teresita Martinez, Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Dr. Maria Salud Cruz Tanasio, and from the Department of Ophthalmology, Dr. Albert Kapati, from Otorhinolaryngology, Dr. Karen Alcantara Capuz, from Department of Pediatrics, Dr. Catherine Tanglinan, from Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Dr. Teresa De Leon, from Radiological Sciences, Dr. Abigail Milo, and from the Department of Surgery, Dr. Edmond Cedric Ortiz. Thank you very much for before we move into the program and also guiding the consultants made the rounds. And of course, we also like to thank the Infection Prevention and Control Committee headed by Dr. J. Ron Opadua, and the IPC leaders, we have Michelle Macarahig and Lenny, Ma'am Lenny Collado, and the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Surgery, Maria Lourdes de Maglinaw. And and of course, notable consultants, resident, the fellows, and the residents, whom with their dedication in teaching our interns is a symbol of USC Hospital excellence. To my dear interns, let us all be reminded that no matter where life takes us, with God in our hearts, we will be successful. May you always extend your hand and your heart to be a good example of the matching physician, competent, compassionate, and committed. At this point, I'd like to call the chair of the Department of Medical Education and Research at the USC Hospital to give the closing remarks, Dr. Maria Piedad Rosales.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you to the admin, represented here by Dr. Solito Malong Consolacion. Father Factora had to attend to a meeting, so he does send his greetings to you. Our internship supervisors of the different departments for coming and gracing this occasion, for the continuous support for our trainees, for some of our graduates. Now, this may be one of the last times we'll be in UST. Some of you may go away and never return. But if it's for better or greener pastures, you have our blessings. So the presence of Dr. Consolacion here is a reminder that they recognize the significant role that you guys played, in the UST hospital. Thank you to Dr. Jem Munji. He had to leave because he has an operation, very, very busy. He gave you very inspiring messages. Don't you agree? Yes. And I hope you carry these messages with you as another lesson that you have learned in UST from someone who is from UST. He said that he sat in your place 14 years ago. I had to bring out my calculator because I tried to compute how many years ago I sat as one of you. 36 years ago. Okay, so that's older than all of you. But I was inspired. Our guest speaker at the time was my father. He's very inspirational. And I introduced him to my batch as a guest speaker. And I can still, his words still ring in my ears. And these were some of the things that he told me. He said, do this, being a doctor, because you love it, because you could never see yourself doing anything else, because you know that you will make a difference to someone else's life. I have been doing exactly that because of all those things. And I'd like to think that I have made a difference in someone else's lives. Wake up each morning and tell yourself that I will make a difference. For the good, ha, not for the bad. So do the same. I want to thank also our coordinator for internship, Dr. Jude Kiang. He will be moving on to bigger things in a bigger organization, but his presence as the coordinator for internship in Beamer has made my life so much easier. Please let's thank him and wish him a belated happy birthday. So, yes. Ang tali pa. Parang yung Titanic din pala yan. O sige, kasi pagod daw sila eh. Okay, and also the other members of Team Beamer, especially Lee and Sel, thank you. Guys, they took care of you also. I want to thank your parents. I was asking earlier, many of you are married, so meron na ba? Or with, well, significant others, your parents and significant others, for entrusting your children to us. I'm sure that they have made you proud again, as just as they have made us proud. I hope that this past year that they have spent with us has prepared them, not just for the board exams, which is important, yes, but for something even more important, your future interaction with your future patients, being living testaments to what truly represents competent, commitment, and compassion, what being a Thomasian physician is all about. And most important, thank you. Thank you, dear graduates, for choosing to train with us. I know that for not just some, for many of you, we weren't your first choice. Okay? Kasi walang bidet. Okay? Pag merong bidet, ninanakaw down. Yun ang problema. No, but even if we weren't your first choice, it was fate that brought you here. Much of your patient exposure when you were still medical students was derailed by COVID. You became experts in a digital virtual world. That would never be enough. I hope that this past year has boosted your confidence because it's mainly your confidence in interacting with not just your patients, but with other members of the healthcare field, that your residents, your fellows, consultants, and like one interns group showed, no? And I'm really, really glad you showed that. What group was that? The nurses, the guards, etc. So thank you for bringing that up. You're back in a real world, not just the virtual world. A lot of you have lost some social skills. I'm glad that you were able to bring them alive again. I also hope that when you were interacting with your residents, your fellows, and consultants, I hope that you were able to recognize in some of them the exact reason why you chose to become a doctor in the first place. So keep them in your mind, and whether you stay here or move on, always keep in your mind that is the kind of doctor and person that I want to be. A year ago, all of you, when you were accepted into UST Hospital, were made to attend a white coat ceremony. Is it the same white coat, or did you have to adjust the size? Huh? So same white coat, a little less white, but that's fine. It's white, all the same. That was your hello. Welcome to the family of UST Hospital. Now, some 300 plus days later, it's time to say goodbye. Our dearest interns, may you always embody the traits that a Tomasian physician is recognized for. Recognized for. Dr. Jem Munji said that. Nawala tuloy ako kasi masyadong passionate. Wait a minute. Okay. Which make us stand out from the rest. We will be offering prayers for your upcoming medicine board exams. Dr. Chato said it. How many percent? 100%. And then when you do pass the boards, I hope to still see many of you in the halls of the hospital as our new residents. Competence, commitment, and compassion. You are breaking free from the past and forging your own future. Go on, go and take on the world. Congratulations to University of Santo Tomas Postgraduate Interns 2022.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pichi. So again, 100% pressure. So at this point, I'd like to again thank the parents for entrusting again the children to use the hospital, the admin, the Beamer, and of course the interns, no, for choosing UST Hospital as your hospital for your internship training. And as the government people mentioned, no, and the Malong, the doors open for residency. So we're looking forward for you to join us again, for your residency training program. Okay, so that concludes our commencement exercises. But before that, I'd like to request everyone to please stand up for the USD. Winter, so you'll be coming back to the hospital tomorrow at 1 p.m. Chart completion sa Auditorium Beach.
And from the batch, we'll prepare the summer batch to one down play.